Congratulations, everybody! We've just successfully duped a starship. Here at Spec Labs, we are always looking for the latest and greatest way to advance science into new, wonderful directions. We may not be on that Kardeshev scale just yet, or at least we are, not to any reasonable amount, but we're actively working to improve our standing within the universe. That's why our keen scienticians have actively been beavering away to the latest and greatest, trying to move science forward. Today, however, no man's sky because they've been working on recent FTL developments, but we found out that we do not have enough ships. So we're just gonna dupe a few. Ah, what a wonderful world. No man's sky. Here we are on this wonderful planet. There it is, our ship, the Spec Labs Rust Bucket. My god, is it a piece of garbage. Also, there's a floating rock in the distance there. So I wonder if there's going to be any blue-skinned aliens around that for some reason talk to each other with their hair strains. But that's not what we're going to be talking about. We're going to need to go into orbit. We're going to need to go to the local space station because we're going to need to pick up a couple of things in order to maximize the duping potential of our spacecraft. And there it is. Oh my, it is a wonderful station, isn't it? It's a big red monstrosity. Oh, hold on. Some motion sickness there. But not once we're landed, we're just gonna need to head over towards a very specific station and do a couple of interesting things. Now, it's important to remember that as soon as we get out of our spaceship, we will get a save game. Restore point has been saved. Good. We're going to need that because we are going to need to do potentially a couple of save reloads. Yes. Alright, so you here in the corner. Yes, you. I need you. That's right. Okay, here, cartographer. I would like to buy your finest maps. Specifically, the planetary emergency cartographic data. We're just going to grab a couple of these here. Let's quickly pop into our exosuit, and there they are. Ah, the planetary charts. Very important, actually. Let's just plot a route. What did we get? A distress signal. That's very useful. Very useful indeed. We may actually be able to use that. Let's jump into our rust bucket, because the distress signal is just what we need. Oh, the distress beacon is coming up. Now, there's two things that can happen here. Either it's a active distress beacon, and we don't need that, or it is a crashed ship. If it is a crashed ship, it's exactly what we need. So let's take a look here and see what we can find here. Let's hope that it's a crashed ship. If it's not, we're just gonna reload and do the event again. Oh, it looks like this is not the type that we want. There is an alien walking around there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and reload. So we've reloaded and we're back on the space station. Now we're just going to activate the wonders of the planetary chart again. Oh, and now we found an observatory. Yes, the game does reset the type of anomaly that you will find every single time, which is incredibly useful. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get into the Spec Labs Rust Bucket and head over towards this observatory, because this may also spawn a crashed spaceship. And there's the station. We're going to quickly jump inside of it because there's some extreme weather going on. But once we're inside, there will be a little bit of a math puzzle. Yes, here over at Spec Labs, we are all about the math puzzles because math is science. And there we go. We'll just activate the observatory and see what we can get here. A beacon from a system long ago, and we get three numbers. 1702, 7021, 0217. That is 2170, because we are just shuffling the numbers around this time around. We discover a location far away. And we found ourselves a nice little distress signal. Now, as mentioned, distress signals can both be the good kind and the bad kind. We want the bad kind because it means that the pilot is long dead, and that allows us to take the ship that is there and has been crash landed, and then we can start the duping process. Let's see if the ship is claimable, and then we can take a look at what we can do with it. Oh, would be useful if I actually have the controls. Oh wow, it is an absolute piece of garbage. It's perfect. Of course, this Aegis of Ratsuken is perfect for what we're about to do, so let's go into the menu here and see what we got. Of course, the rust bucket's in the background there. Isn't that pretty? Oh my god, this ship is completely broken. So unfortunate. Thankfully, it is perfect for our means. Let's quickly compare it. Ah, yes. The ship is valued at 4 million, but obviously it's not because of the amount of slots that are completely and utterly broken. So yeah, we're gonna need to do something about that. Actually, we don't, because for what we're about to do, it's absolutely fine. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to fix the pulse engines and the launch thruster. So we need to get ourselves some dihydrogen jelly and a metal plate. Now that we have the tools that we need, we're just going to go ahead and claim this absolute rust bucket. It is now our spaceship. Such a delight. Oh no, the shield is not ready. Well, first of all, we're going to need to fix the pulse engine. Cool. Right. Now that the ship is up and running, it's time to take it into orbit. Yes, we're actually taking this rust bucket somewhere. It's basically falling apart, but that's perfectly fine. We just need to go and take it back to the space station. That's all we need to do. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's supposed to look like. Oh, and it's gone. Thanks, No Man's Sky. Now, you may have noticed our rust bucket is still on the planet. Don't you worry. It'll arrive soon. Don't be too worried about that. We have some ships to dupe. Specifically, this piece of garbage. So we've arrived at the station. Oh, it's a wonderful station, isn't it? Oh, look at that. The Aegis of Ratsuken. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to wait. Yes, we are going to wait. We're just going to stand up here. Oh, what a beautiful spot to look at our ship. Man, that is a piece of garbage, isn't it? So what are we waiting for? Well, we're waiting for somebody to buy it off us. Oh, it looks like we have our first customer. Oh man, that's a pretty looking ship as well. Oh dang, son, that is an awesome looking ship. I would like that, please. Let's see if we can have a chat with the owner and see if they want to buy our garbage boat. Hi, I'd like to make an offer on your spaceship. C-class, that's promising. Look at that. It will exchange for 0 units. What a delight. We can get your spaceship for free for our rust bucket? I would love that. So now we own this piece of crap, the Deadly Falcon, and obviously our terrible ship is still parked up here. There it is. Yeah, because the other alien owns it, of course. Ah, yes. What a piece of garbage. My spaceship, I don't like it. Let's get rid of it. That's right. We're just going to go to the spaceship outfitting screen over here and tell you what, we're just going to go and completely scrap it. It's going to be destroyed, apparently, as well as all of its cargo. Well, that's perfectly fine. Ah, yes. The salvage drones have been deployed, and the ship will now disappear. Look at all those cool items that are suddenly appearing in my inventory. Oh, that is very, very useful. So let's take a look here. What did we get out of this? Oh, wow. Look at that. All these phase beam modules that we can get nanites for. You remember nanites? They're relatively difficult to get. Well, now we got tons of them. Well, at least we can sell them to this wonderful gentleman over here. How are you doing? And as you can see, we can just sell all of these modules and be done with it. Oh, that is just delightful. Now, the real question is, where's my ship? Well, the rust bucket has just arrived. That is fine, but that piece of crap is still here. Let's have a quick walk-see over, shall we? Interesting. Oh, it's an abandoned starship. Oh, let's compare it. We can claim the ship. Congratulations, everybody! We have just successfully duped a starship. And of course, we can just sell all the components that we got before at this wonderful trading station, because why would we need that? We don't need these 100,000 credits worth of thermal pads, or these nano cables that we can sell for 400k, or these other things. Oh man, that's good. Springs, we don't need those. Superconducting fibers? Nah, we don't need those either. Oh man, and we got some chlorine out of that? That is useful, as well as a bunch of other components. That makes me wonder. That makes me wonder indeed. Well, we own this ship now. Again, there is the rust bucket. Good old Spec Labs rust bucket. So what do we do now? We wait on the next ship to come in, of course, and steal that one as well. Now, as we're sitting in our duped ship, you will notice that there's all of these items that are just not working. Now, what we could do is, we could take the components, or at least the raw materials, that we get from our destroyed ships, and continuously upgrade the items on our ship, or at least fix them. Because for every single fixed slot that we have, the more expensive this piece of garbage is going to be. Which means that we can get bigger ships every single time, scrap those all the way up to, say, 12 million, 60 million, 44 million credits? Oh yes, it is all possible because we're using science. Another spaceship that we can get for 0 units? Yeah, we'll take that. And of course, immediately, we're just gonna go up here. So nice when a ship gets scrapped. Oh, look at that. And our old ship is still here. Guess we'll just have to claim it again. And again. And again. And again. And of course, again. And there you have it. The wonders of duping your ships until you have all the money in the universe, as well as all the nanites that you need to unlock all the tech. Now remember, the more expensive the ship that you find crashed on the ground, the more you can get for it during every single dupe cycle. And also, upgrading your ship, or at least fixing some of it using the components from the scrap cycle, will allow you to sell it for more and more and more. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. This has been, of course, a Spec Labs product, and I want to thank all my viewers for making this video possible, and of course, my patrons. What would I do without you? Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, there's 2 more for you to watch that are interesting with stupid game mechanics that really should not be possible, even though science does allow it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves, and as always, dupe your spaceships. That ship looks like a friggin' bottom feeder. Just look at that mouth. Look at it.